Hi there, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to be trying something a little different today. Normally I make preview videos on upcoming games or recently released games, giving general overviews of my impressions of them. But I'm going to try something a bit different. I'm going to try a kind of let's play kind of style video with SpaceBourne 2. It's the sort of game that inspired me really to start this channel, to cover games that other YouTube channels may not necessarily want to cover. And this game seems to scratch all the itches that I was hoping Starfield would meet, and to a degree Starfield fell a little short of those expectations. I'm not expecting SpaceBourne 2 to surpass my expectations on the perfect space RPG, but certainly I'm drawn to it due to the many features that the game promises to have. I've covered those features in a previous video. And the thing that completely blows my mind is that this game was made by one person, a solo developer, which I can't quite get my head around. And for that reason, I'm willing to give this game a try. I'm willing to overlook bugs. I'm willing to overlook the rough edges, shall we say, and just try and enjoy the game based on the developer's vision for it and what it tries to achieve. And I think we can be a little generous if it's a bit rough around the edges or perhaps lacking in certain respects. With all that being said, we're going to play. I'm probably going to do a bit of editing to skip repetition or to skip long warps to different locations, that sort of thing. I'll also try and keep my commentary relatively light and just let the game kind of speak for itself. And depending on A, how good I am at this sort of video, and B, if people like it, I'll carry on playing. But certainly I'll make at least 3 episodes to begin with. I aim to make these videos probably about 30 minutes. The first one will be a little longer because I anticipate tutorials and that sort of thing. But with all that being said, let's give this game a try. Straight away, we're into a attribute screen. We've got Soldier, Pilot, Adventurer. I've got 35 points to assign. Now, thinking about this, I probably want to put most of my points into Soldier and Pilot at this early stage of the game. I know we'll be building a faction, but at this point, I know that we start off as a solo pilot, and so probably going to have to earn some coin, which probably means some solo missions, fighting and shooting, and so yeah, probably going to put most of my points into Soldier and Pilot at this point. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's move on to backgrounds. Okay, there's different backgrounds: pirate, captain, freelancer, mercenary, explorer, merchant. Interesting. Okay, each of them come with their own bonuses. I'm not sure I want to play a pirate. I like that. You can spin the character around. They've each got their own starting armor set, which looks pretty good. I'm not going to be a pirate though. Yeah, captain looks pretty good to me. 10% damage bonus on ships under command, 20% damage and defense bonus on ships in your squad. So that one looks like we're planning ahead really for when we have a fleet. Although it would make sense to be a freelancer early on. Nah, I think I'll go with captain. Moving on to appearance. Okay, first impressions. This looks pretty impressive as a tool really. For a low budget indie game. This character creation screen is better than many games with a much bigger team and budget. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fast forward now through the character creation process. Okay, I'm happy with that. Looking pretty cool. Let's move on to name. What should I call my character? Sci-Gron. Let's go with that. Okay, here I am in my house. Just to say a little bit as I figure out the controls here. My plan for this game is, I know it has many features and mechanics. I'm just going to do the tutorial missions. I'm not going to try and figure out all the different areas of the game. I'm going to allow the game to try and introduce them to me.
It's about time you woke up. The burden of doing nothing all day must take a toll on you. Come see me at once. We need to talk.
Okay, Arabelle wants to see me. I don't know who that is. I'm going to focus solely on the missions in the early game, and then maybe I'll think about the explore mechanics or all the other elements that the game has. Now this city looks pretty cool. Obviously gives off a Tatooine vibe. Lots of people. Not much movement. Everyone's kind of just chill, kind of sitting down. There's a statue here. Someone pointing. They've got an identical statue to that in Starfield. Looks pretty good. I wonder if there's day-night cycles on this game. And if so, what this village would, or city, whatever it is, would look like at night. We've got lighting lanterns around and things like that. Okay, here we go. There's Arabelle. She seems a bit annoyed at me. Lying in bed all day. Let's see what she has to say.
It's been 4 moons. When do you plan on paying my rent? Why don't you consider doing more routine work? Our connector always has many freelance jobs available. When was the last time you spoke to him? Be quiet and listen to me for once in your life. You know how much I love you and how much respect I have for your father. I can't good conscience allow you to continue wasting away your life like this. I've let things slide for far too long. It's about time that you started carrying your own weight around here, so I need you to do something for me. You will go and get a freelance job from Connector. Good luck.
I now need to go and talk to Dan. So the voice there sounded pretty robotic. It sounds like the developer is using text-to-speech technology. I'm not opposed to that. I think if you've got a solo developer, you can't afford to hire a whole cast of actors to do voice work for you. Hey Dan, do you have any interesting jobs I can do? So I think I can't click that for some reason, so I'm going to press the spacebar.
As a matter of fact, I was looking for a pilot to take an old woman to the Ferranda station. Well, there is this one combat mission, but they specifically requested a minimum of SX for class ships. That thing shouldn't even be categorized as a ship. It's made up of so many different ship parts. I couldn't even begin to guess its class, let alone its usefulness. You know it's a miracle it hasn't torn itself apart just leaving the atmosphere.
Oh dear, my ship is in a right state it seems. Yeah, yes. I'm not up for a fight. I think I best start off with...
mission. It is much more safer for both of us.
Yeah, take a safe mission. I'll take the old lady to the station.
Okay, great. Give me a second to set it up. Okay, great. Give me a second to set it up. Oh, it looks like Lara grabbed that mission while we were talking. Okay, I'm going to stick my neck out a little for old time's sake. But if anyone asks, just say you made a false statement about your ship's class. I don't want to lose my license. Don't make me regret this. Good luck.
Okay, so it looks like I'm about to head into my first combat mission. Yeah, I really like this feel of this place. And knowing that the game has tens of thousands of planets, each with their own atmosphere, gravity, biomes, that sort of thing, each with cities and settlements and towns and caves, I do wonder if this is a unique location in the game as the starting place, or if this is typical of what we would expect on these tens of thousands of planets. Be interesting to see. Oh, looks like a ship is landing. That's pretty cool. Looks like it's got one leg. Is this my ship? Is it a rust bucket like the guy said? Yeah, it looks pretty interesting. There we are. We've got take off R, exit G. So I guess we want to take off. Press and hold R to take off.
Landing gear retracted.
Okay, so there we go. Hovering at the moment. I'm guessing, yeah, W moves us forward. We can switch between cameras. Oh, the freehold camera doesn't seem to work in atmosphere at the moment. So that's, oh, there we are. That looks pretty nice. That is a massive statue over there, isn't it? Engine sounds nice. I mean, the ship movement is a bit over-responsive, to be honest, for my taste. But generally, it feels pretty good. I'd like to compare it with other ships to see if they all fly the same. For example, if the heavier, larger ships feel harder to turn. But at the moment, this is a very responsive ship. I guess my job is to fly to space. So we got, looks like winds are 32 kilometers an hour. It's going to take a while to get there, I think. Okay, hold boosters to exit. There we go. So there's a loading screen that takes us to space. I'm cool with that. That's fine. I mean, obviously Starfield does the same thing, but we have atmospheric flight in this game, which Starfield doesn't have. Okay, warp allows you to travel. Oh, tutorial.
First, open the scanner interface. Here you can see the locations to warp. Then set a target by clicking it. After choosing a target, close this interface, find your chosen target in space, and lock it. Alternatively, you can activate your ship's warp drive while you haven't selected a warp target yet. In this way, you can see the warp points in the system and you can choose your target manually.
Okay, that planet looks pretty cool. Let's open up the map. So I'm going to avoid the temptation to look at all the tabs at the bottom. I'm just going to do what I said I'm going to do, which was stick to the missions. He wants me to fly to the mining station. So I've selected that as a target. I need to line up now.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
Okay, so we're warping towards the mining station in system. Okay, look at that planet. Okay, so it's a fully simulated solar system. And this warp scene reminds me a little bit of Elite Dangerous and, to a degree, Star Citizen. Okay, asteroid field.
Are you here on scout mission? I specifically requested those with ships above SX4. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not sure you can complete this task with this floating chunk. Don't rush. Let's make sure the ship is in good condition first, shall we? Let's start. Can you move right and left? Good. Let's see your hover thrusts. Nice. Now give me some rolls. Now let's see if your turbo thrusters are in good shape. Not bad. Finally, let's try dodge moves. Your engine seems stable. Let's check your combat systems. Let's activate your weapons. I'm sending you a target with no shield, so you can easily destroy this target with your turrets. Now activate your turret's weapon group.
It feels nice. And the shooting looks pretty good.
Beautiful. Now let's try a target with shield. Activate your laser weapons. Not bad, but it is easy to hit stationary points. For dynamic targets, you should first lock it. Now lock the target I sent. Good. Since you're using a fighter-class ship, we need to check the pursuit systems as well. Let's try it now.
Shield recharging.
Try to use your lasers to shut down the target's shield.
There we go. Shield's gone.
Good. Now switch your weapon group to one and destroy its hull.
Target destroyed.
Well done. I think you are good to go.
I guess you were the pilot who took the job. We have been seeing unusual activity in this asteroid field for a while. Unidentified scout ships patrolling the area. We want you to take care of them.
Okay, so that was pretty good. As I say, the ship was oversensitive. When I moved the mouse, it was a bit too responsive, making it hard really for me to attack the ships. But generally, that felt really nice. I wouldn't go as far as to say perhaps it's good as Elite Dangerous or Star Citizen, but certainly pretty functional and enjoyable. Of course, those targets were designed to be easy. So let's see how the difficulty scales on this game. Free look camera, yeah, this looks nice. It's quite immersive. Okay, some more fighters.
Shield recharging.
Okay, my shield's down already. That's not good. Okay, some more combat. I'm going to fast forward this fight, just for the sake of time.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Hey, these are just scout ships. We need to find out why they're here. Give me a second. There's a station up ahead that was destroyed by an asteroid impact. I see a movement there. We need to find out what they're hiding there. Would you sneak up there and check it out?
Okay, so off to a station wreck. Why not?
Weapons online.
So I'm going to take that opportunity to just reduce the sensitivity a little bit. Yeah, that's much better. But if you press caps lock, it locks the speed in place for you instead of having to hold down the W button. Overall, I'm quite impressed with the dogfighting in space. It seems to be a well-functioning mechanic. We've got power distribution between shields, weapons, and engines. You have different groups. Although I haven't really made use of missiles yet. They've not really shown me how to do that, so...
I don't believe it. They set up a secret base here. Watch out. They shouldn't notice you, or they can destroy everything, including you. Try to get close.
Try not to get noticed, they said. Not sure how I'm going to do that. Maybe I can hide behind some debris. Nope, spotted.
They set up turns around. I see your ship as a cloak mark. Use it now.
Cloaking device. How do I do that? Press 3.
Good. Now move slowly and don't fire any weapon, or they can locate you. We have to get into that building, but you can't get there with your ship. I know it's dangerous, but you have to leave the ship and neutralize those pirates. I will give you extra reward for that. I found a blind spot for your ship. You should leave your ship there and get off.
Right, so I'm about to hide my ship. I'm currently cloaked. I'm going to get out of my ship and fly down to the platform. I'm moving in slowly. So I'm not quite sure how the cloaking system works just yet. But let's get in by this debris, shall we? And there's the platform there to my left. Okay, here we go.
I see you don't have any weapons on you. Let's find you some firearms. Give me a second. I found some weapons and ammunition there. Go and equip them before the encounter.
G to toggle gravity boots. I'll move my pilot very much the same way as I do my ship. Oh, that's pretty cool. Iron Man style. So get close to it, press G to activate. Boom. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty smooth. I like that.
Good. Now go to that platform and neutralize the pirates.
I've got to fly over there and kill me some pirates. Thought that was a grenade for a moment.
Don't use your spacesuit. The turrets can shot you.
Oh, brutal. Wow, that railgun seems overpowered.
Good job. Watch out. There's drops. Cover.
So at the moment, these guys are not presenting too much of a challenge. The weapons are not that effective, just as well really, because I'm not really taking cover. And my gun seems ridiculously overpowered. My armor's nearly gone.
They sent the bomber to destroy the evidence. Get back to your ship now. Stand still.
It's all kicking off now. Need to get back to my ship. That was pretty fun though. If not a bit clunky, that was good fun.
Shield recharging. Target shields down.
That's it.
Target
I can't
destroyed.
see any activity around. You did a great job. Come to AXA. Your rewards are waiting for you.
Okay, so that was pretty good fun for a tutorial on the mechanics of getting out of your ship and flying around, and the combat wasn't brilliant. I feel like my gun is massively overpowered. Don't really know too much about the loot system either at this point. But I'm going to save all that. For now, I'm just going to do the opening missions. And then once I feel like I've understood the basics of the game, then I'll have a look through some of the other elements. I need to fly back to AXA.
You can toggle landing gear with the aim key. When the landing gear is deployed, align the ship and hover down as you approach the landing site. The ship will dock in the
Nice landing gear camera there. Okay, let's look at that landing gear camera. Oh, that looks good. I like that. Okay, I've landed. Let's go and see our friend AXA. Okay, so this is our first little station. It looks like a tiny one to me. I'm sure there's stations much bigger than this one. Pretty basic graphics, but it functions well enough. Okay, this dude looks like an alien of some sorts. Let's talk to AXA.
Great job out there. Now any criminal will have to think twice before attempting to steal from us. I'm going to transfer the money to your account. This old thing. It's an old piece of junk I found in the remnants of an old battlefield. Come to think of it, it was right in this system on the moon 189-1. It turned out to be useless, though. I couldn't detect any signs of activity in it. Why do you ask? Why are you so interested in it? It must be of some sentimental value. Here's a counteroffer. How about you take the head, and I keep the money I was going to pay you? I've already mentioned where I found it. As for more parts, I could find none. But then again, I didn't stick around there too long. It's not exactly the safest of places. But if you want to risk going there. Just be aware, though, I'm not sure if you've ever been to an old battlefield. Those places can be a very dangerous maze. You never know what you're going to run into. I wouldn't go there alone if I were you. Well, you're in luck. I just happen to be in a good mood today. It just so happens that I need to collect some things from that area. If you clear the area of any undesirables, I'll gather the drone parts for you, while I take care of my own business. Great. Send me a signal when the area is cleared. Good luck.
So it seems like AXA is going to collect all the parts of this robot head here. I'm going to offer him an escort. I can imagine we're going to run into some trouble.
Landing gear retracted.
Heading over there to the debris field.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
This place is more crowded than I expected. These salvagers, they don't warmly welcome you to do work in their area. That's why you should get rid of those salvagers first.
Need to get rid of these dudes.
Target destroyed.
I'm coming in. Okay, let's start. Interesting. I'm getting signal from the head part. I think it's trying to redirect us to other parts. I was right. I already found the first part. I think it's a leg.
Okay, I have to guard AXA now. So I've just killed some prospectors. Seems a bit mean, but there we are. They attacked me first, I guess.
We have company.
Shield recharging. Target shields down. Target destroyed. Shield recharging.
found another one.
You are so dead.
It is not good. Hold them as long as you can. I will find the last part in a couple minutes.
Shield recharging. Target shields
What?
down.
Is this a capital ship?
Target destroyed.
Okay, suddenly I'm finding myself in the midst of a pretty big battle.
Let's see. Civilian ships leave this area now.
More capital ships.
I don't think we should get involved. Keep them away as you can. Don't stand still. Let's find the last part. Get out of
Target
here.
destroyed.
These ships are pretty big, they have big weapons, but they don't seem to be hurting me a great deal at this point. Again, early game tutorial, I guess. They are level 3 fighters. I'm sure they'll pack a punch later on in the game. My shield seems to be down to half now.
Okay, I got the last part. Let's leave this place as soon as possible.
Okay, I need to get out of here. Let's kill this guy first, though.
Target destroyed.
Okay, I'm a level 4 pilot now, it seems. So I need to warp out of here. So if I press B, I can put the warp drive on. I need to go to Erasmus Station, calibrate, and then left shift to fire up the warp engine.
I think we got what you wanted. I know someone who specializes in mechanics. A more than named Snap. He was working at Sonic Station in the Zonixter system. Good luck to you. Axa out.
Take care, Exa. Just need to fly to a different system now for the first time. So I know that I need to go to the Stargate. So let's head there first.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input. To use Stargates, you must first have a registered route. For this, first, open the Galaxy Atlas. Select a system and press Set Route. Please approach to the jump point to start jump process.
Okay, let's go to the next system. Be interesting to see how how they handle this. If there's a loading screen, that sort of thing. Let's have a look. Through the gate. Have a nice journey. Boom. And here we are. No loading screen at all. Okay, I need to go to Sonak Station. Select it on the map. Line up. fairly familiar with this routine by now.
Calibration module activated.
I guess the tutorial does a good job on teaching you the flight mechanics pretty quickly. It's pretty intuitive, pretty simple to use. So far I'm enjoying the game. There we are, there's Sonax Station. Just need to go and land on this station now. Okay, is that the landing bay there? Looks like. What I quite like as well about this is that you can use the mouse wheel to restrict how fast the ship accelerates, very similar to how Star Citizen deals with speed management. Okay, let's land this ship. Okay, have I landed? Have I done it wrong? Doesn't seem to have connected. Well, it seems to have connected, but it doesn't seem to have worked. Okay, let's try again. Bit gentler this time. Nope. Must be doing this wrong.
Docking request granted. In order to use station services, please dock to the port reserved for you in the next minute.
Next minute. Okay, I need to request docking, which is a bit confusing because the last station I went to, I didn't have to do that. But I guess this is a much bigger station than the little small station I visited AXA on. The ship controls seem to have locked. I can't seem to turn. That's not ideal. I'm just going to have to try and land without moving the direction of the ship. And hope that if it is a bug, it'll be gone when I get back on the ship. Okay, let's land this sucker before my timer runs out. Nice and easy. There we are. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it does make sense that smaller stations you don't have somebody sitting managing the landing base. Yeah, so I think I'm going to stop the first episode there. My impression so far is that the game clearly is a budget game, but very, very impressive that it was made by one person. All the elements that go into designing a game, to making it work like this, I just can't comprehend how one person's done it. And I'm also impressed with the tutorials so far. Yeah, we've run across a few bugs, but generally it's been pretty smooth. It functions really well. Combat is good fun. I really enjoyed the Iron Man moment of flying around in the spacesuit. The combat felt a bit clunky, but I know that this game primarily is all about building a faction and managing houses and fleet management and all that sort of stuff. But for now, I'm quite impressed. Looking forward to seeing how this game develops. That's all for now. I'll create another 2 episodes and we'll go from there and see if anyone's watching it. Keep an eye out for more videos in my usual style. But until next time, take care.